Gang, we're so back. It is another Monday night here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Delirium Delving Beyond Brotherhood, Episode 7, The Burning Tower. When last we left off, the Castanellan Inquisition's crusade had just begun in earnest. From the moment the pyre's flames devoured both Darian Stellshine and the commander's furious eulogy, our crusaders have begun preparing for war. Swords are sharpened, shields are polished, and holy rites performed as they gather between banners emblazoned with the blazing symbol of Imperius. Their march is relentless, and a tide of steel and fire is preparing to sweep towards the mage's refuge, the tower that has become both sanctuary and prison for those cursed with magic. As these preparations are happening, many people find themselves questioning some things. And others find themselves with their resolves steeled by tragedy. We're going to begin this evening with Quintus Fester. Quintus, with an order to muster just before dawn, along with your new compatriots, as you awaken after your long rest with about an hour to go, is there anything you're doing to prepare for the march?
I think
You should know that you have the Inquisition's full resources at your disposal at this moment.
okay. I think the first thing Quintus does is goes into his false drawer, grabs a handful of spell components, just in case. And then I think he suits up like it's any other day. I think he maybe when realizing his new assignment, if there's time, would have sent his armor to be buffed and detailed, if that's a possibility.
Yeah,
Other than that,
there's definitely time for you to have an armor check over your gear while you rest,
okay, then yeah,
and
absolutely, I'll
have it
do
like
that.
delivered back to your door so you can ready up before your meeting.
Perfect. Then yeah, if it's here, he would set it out ceremonially on his bed. He would pray over it, other than his normal prayers of the day, and then he'd suit up and go to the meeting place.
Yeah. Tell us, does Quintus just wear a standard set of Inquisition mail, or what kind of armor does Quintus have, and what does the process of locking it into place and putting it on look like for him?
I think, well, Quintus wears plate armor, first of all. And as far as his process of donning it, I think it's normal. I think the only big difference you would see is from his point of view, there are sewn in and attached little pockets and compartments on each piece of plate. Anything that he might be able to slip a finger to into, anything that would be accessible for any kind of arcane usage, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so you've got little pockets at like each of the joints, like at your hip, at your bracers.
Yeah, definitely not enough room for anything big. Doesn't know much,
But
doesn't have a ton at his disposal.
something you could slip out to use though.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he got a little bat shit right here.
Yeah. You armor up. Does Quintus wear a helm?
I don't think he does. No.
You armor up, and you see that with your set of armor, there is not a helm, but you can't quite call it a cap either, but a small covering for your head of forged steel with the sun emblazoned upon the forefront.
Do I know why this would have been included? He absolutely puts it on and is thrilled to have something to cover the tips of
Uh,
his ears.
as you pick it up, a little note flutters out, and you see Commander thought you might want this.
Yeah, gratefully, I will throw it on.
All right. You have, with this helm, you have the ability to dash as a bonus action, your
Ooh.
proficiency bonus times per day. So
Oh,
I think that's +3 right now, so 3 times a day. and you can cast haste once per day.
Oh, you give the commander a fire sword from God, and suddenly he's tossing out gifts left and right. I love this.
Actually, if you'd like, you can take a closer look at this.
Definitely Arcana check or religion check, maybe.
Either.
Let's do
Either
religion.
of those two.
Okay, it's pretty good, pretty good. That is a 21.
I'm sorry, a what?
21 religion.
21. You recognize this as a very old relic. Not a major one, but still a relic. The helm of Saint Andrastius.
Oh, love that. Do
You
I
know
know
it is
anything
not the
about?
only. You know it is not the only elm of Saint Andrastius out there. Apparently, the man went through them faster than Obi-Wan Kenobi went through cloaks. But each one was non-magical when he first took it and was bestowed magical properties from being worn by him.
Very cool. Awesome.
And you place this circlet, that's the word I was looking for, circlet, upon your head. Go ahead and mark one of your attunement slots for that, if you'd like,
Will
to
do.
have it available for you. And where are you headed from here? You still got takes about 20 minutes to fully suit up. You still got about 40 minutes till your meeting. Do you want to just go over there and be waiting early?
I think if I have that kind of time, I would probably. I feel like if anything, Quintus is jittery, and I would probably just jog a few laps in my full armor around the training yard to get used to the weight, stretch a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, maybe lightly spar with somebody.
Yeah.
Um,
You head out to the training yard. You immediately can see there is no space here for sparring, as it is crowded with recruits running drills.
mhm.
Inquisitors like yourself who work in the field are are readying themselves for battle. Over in the northeast corner, you can see a group of clerics performing preemptive rites in case for any of the members who worry that they will fall in battle and be turned against their allies.
After limbering up, I'd probably go join the clerics and see if
All
I
right.
can offer any kind of assistance.
You go to join the clerics, and they look at you. Inquisitor Fester, we're offering blessings against the touch of undeath. Did you wish for one?
Always, brother. I thank you for your attentions. Please. And I'll remove the circlet and hold it in my lap and kneel in front of them.
You remove the circlet, kneel, and one of them you see reaches down. May I? The ceremony will be much more effective if done with a holy relic.
Yes, please.
And I'm going to give them a religion check to try to make this blessing do a little extra for you. Okay. You feel the warmth and light of the home hearth flame that you know to be a protective blessing from Imperius wash over you. And you feel your souls settle in your bones.
Love that for me. Hell yeah. Then yeah, I would just try and make myself useful to them if they're running low on that holy oil or holy water or something. Maybe go get a new one for them. Just kind of try and be
Yeah.
useful.
Just kind of do a little gopher work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got about 30 minutes until your meeting. You can do some gopher work and still have time. The commander's office is pretty close to the training yard to get over there in time.
Then yeah, I'll do that for a minute and then just head over. Maybe be a little early for the meeting if I can.
Yeah. Yeah, you run. I'll say you run and grab them like one more batch, like a refill of holy water and holy oils, and then it's time for you to get to your meeting. You get there with about 5 minutes to spare. We'll cut now to Lucan. Not this morning, but a little earlier. Last evening, just after just as the fire begins to die down, as you've pulled your old squad mate into your room with you, Lucan. All right, Valka. Let's talk. Kevin, that's you. All right. Oh, okay, Kev. We will be back with more Lucan. Instead, we are going to cut to Kane Ventar. Kane. Awakening in your barracks. It's about 20 minutes till your meeting. Unless you want to get up earlier.
He would have been up a little bit earlier.
Okay.
He would have done a little
You
bit of
tell
work.
me how long.
Yeah, of course. After the fires had died down, he would have requisitioned the necessary supplies for this. Excuse me, and has been up. It is probably about 2 hours before, as he wants to take his time and make sure he does it right. As a barbarian, he doesn't utilize armor. He does wear fine clothes as a payment of respect to his family, as that's what's gotten him to where he was and his newfound family that has brought him along so far in the Inquisition. And in using what he got from the suppliers and the quartermaster, whoever it would have been, he consumes the powdered Arcadia. He's consumed the necessary materials for the ceremony spell that he learned through his respects of Stelshine, and is casting it, spreading the powdered silver over his clothes and over his blade, and a healthy dosing on the strip of cloth that he uses to remind himself of his fallen brother, and is just using it on himself.
Which effective ceremony are you going for?
I would say coming of age. I think dedication has already been used when he first joined.
Okay.
And I would call this a more telling coming of age for him. He has kind of been here, not out of deep belief, not out of deep-seated desire, but out of originally spite in his family, and then a caring for those around him. Today is going to be approving for him.
Absolutely. Would you care to read the benefit of that off to our audience?
You touch one humanoid who is a young adult for the next 24 hours. Whenever the target makes an ability check, it can roll a d4 and add the number to the rolled ability check.
Beautiful. And as you finish your ceremony, there is no bright silver light or burst of flame, but your clothes are a little warmer. Your sword is not the cold steel that it has always been. It is almost hot to the touch wherever that strip of cloth slides over it. And you are driven with purpose. You know who you are now. And you know the impact you can make on the world and what you want to do with it. You've got about 2 hours.
Taking the time, it would have been about an hour and 10 minutes or so. So similar preparations, ready themselves, put on my gauntlets, put on my bracers, get out there and Wait.
Do you go to get the additional blessing that you can see being offered in the training yard?
Oh, absolutely. It's standard.
Okay. This is not standard for you. You've never seen this. This is the first time you've seen the Inquisition make military movement with you involved. It's always been squad work.
Then, I mean, it would catch my eye. And, I mean, brothers offering blessings, who would say no?
Absolutely. They look down at you. Quintus, did you take the relic back, or did you leave it with them to continue these blessings?
Ooh. The circlet, I probably would have left it with the intention of... I would have gotten it before going to the meeting.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's there right now because you're on your trip to go and get the oil at about this time.
Yeah.
So Kane, you go ahead and roll a d20 for me. I'll add their religion, but I want you to roll this.
Sure thing. A 17.
17 on the d20. Beautiful.
Yep.
That does it, and you can feel that warmth of the blessing settle into your skin. You are now... not only are you being warmed from the outside, you are warmed from the inside. And you can feel something tying you here to the Inquisition lock into place. And you head off to the meeting. Elias Grumblehelm. Where do we find you?
Elias probably wakes up earlier than normal. He puts on...
I would assume so. The meeting is at 4 a.m.
Well, yeah. But, like, he wakes up with time to get ready.
Time to spare, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, he puts on, like, his uniform pants or whatever. He shaves. He puts on his uniform. Make sure it's all nice and neat.
Just for the
Elias...
sake of my clarification, does Elias fully shave, or is he just cleaning it up?
No. Elias does fully shave.
Okay. Glad
He
I
doesn't
clarified.
normally. It takes him a bit. But yeah,
Just go ahead. No risk to failure for this, but just go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Sure. It's a 10.
10. It's been a while since you've really shaved, and as you run the flat blade over your chin, you just nick yourself ever so slightly and watch the first drop of blood that will be spilled this day splatter into the bowl of water that you are using to clean your face and spread.
And he's very solemn during this. It's been a while since he woke up without a hangover. But he did, including yesterday. And he's in his thoughts. He's not a religious guy. He's not praying. But I think the last thought as he walks out the door and heads toward Graco's, actually, is, don't leave me like I left you.
And as you head to Graco's, you will see what's happening on the other side of that door. Graco Eddie, as you wake up and can hear the sounds of preparation for war around you. What do you do?
Banana ready to come out?
So Graco's definitely
prepped for this already. He's already gotten clean, prepped some new skills. He is bathed, cleaned all the blood from previous war off, and it's kind of just trying to determine whether he's ready to actually fight, to go into war and to kill, or if he's lost in this thought, trying to figure out, I think he's more conflicted about the war than he leads off to be when he's around his group. So he's kind of sulking right now about having to fight, but he's ready.
And as you stand ready but sulking, Elias, you reach the door.
He knocks.
I stumble to the door, and slide it open. I don't say anything, I just turn around and walk away and sit down.
I wanted to thank you for the other night. I know I have always been a handful, but I appreciate you humoring me.
We do what we can for our crew.
Commander talked to me.
He talked to you?
Yeah,
What did he say?
he cleared my debt. Said I can leave after today if I want.
So where will you go? I know you don't want to stay here.
Sometimes we don't get what we want. Darian didn't.
Unfortunately, it seems like we never do. Just
It's
know
okay.
you're not alone.
It's okay. Today we make them pay.
Do we, though? Do we make them pay? Or are we just another added number to the field? It's fine. I'm ready. Shall we find the rest of the crew?
Definitely. I'm sure some of them are already there. We know I'm usually the last to arrive.
Yeah. And I'm just contemplating life, so thanks for getting me out the door. And I'm gonna just grab up, some rations, food from my sleeping quarters, and extra pair of, duds and whatnot, and head out the door. And I'm kind of gonna turn around and look to Elias, and if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I'd keep doing this. I really think that keeping you guys around has kept me sane.
I'm glad to have returned the favor.
All right, let's move on.
The two of you begin to walk towards the commander's office, where you see Quintus and Kane waiting. And I need to let Lucan back into the room. I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. Everything's working now.
Here we go.
Alright, beautiful. Lucan. As you awake, or not as you awake, the evening before you go to sleep, as you sit in your barracks room with your old companion by your side, she says, "All right, Valkar, let's talk."
Talk.
And shuts the window behind her.
Before I say anything, is there anything in this room that's like cold? Like an ice pack or a cold fruit or something? Because I'm presuming
Probably
I've got
not.
like a bloodied lip at some point from the beating she gave me. So
Yeah, but then she healed. But then she healed you. Now you're just tired.
all right, okay, well that makes more sense. I'm just gonna, well, not face plant, but like fall straight backwards onto my bed. You get what I mean? Back plant, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
What is it that we need to talk about?
I don't know. The fact that you were willing to miss your compatriot's funeral and then suddenly decided you should be center stage at it. The fact that you refused to mourn. The fact that you pretend that nothing bothers you when it very clearly does. You joined freely. You could leave the Inquisition at any time, you know, Valkar. And I don't know... You'd be missed, but I don't know that there's many brothers and sisters here who'd want someone fighting alongside them that isn't willing to be here when they said they are. Why don't we talk
Okay.
about some of that?
Oh, so none of the things that I ever wanted to discuss, ever, those types of conversations.
No, nothing that you want to talk about. If it was something you wanted to talk about, I wouldn't have had to beat your ass bloody to get you to come in here and talk about it, would I?
You probably would have just done that anyways.
Now, I may have laid hands on you before, but I've never done it this heavily. And I wouldn't have if it wasn't necessary. I'm not in the mood for wasting lives that I've saved before.
Well, you're the one who saved my life. I deserve, or at least you deserve, a chance, I suppose.
You gonna give me that chance, Lucan? You gonna open up?
Fine. Pick somewhere, let's start.
Let's start with the beginning. Why are you here, Lucan? Why are you still here? What
That,
drew you to the Inquisition? The easy check?
I don't think there's anything easy about this job. Hell, the
No,
first
but
mission I
the
went on, I
children
almost died.
No, it's not an easy job. But the children seem to think it is, and you're hardly more than one yourself. Or at least you were when you joined us.
Honestly, I don't even remember anymore. I just needed distance.
Yeah, you spent your whole life trying to get distance, haven't you? Then, running away from one thing to another.
Yeah. This place kind of
It's
stopped.
understandable.
It's annoying.
Oh, you think you stopped running away, Lucan? What do you call running to hide behind your drink? And your casual insults or violence?
My personality?
I remember a young scout who was very eager to get the job done. At least, not one who complained every turn of every path.
Yeah, well, we both know how that mission ended, didn't we? Start of my bad luck charm.
It's funny. Your bad luck charm. Yeah. It's strange that you can't give yourself over to another person, but you can give yourself into believing that there's just something wrong with you.
Well, let's be honest, every group I've been with since then has, in some way, died or been split apart. And I'm the common denominator.
Do you know what the mortality rate for a field unit is, Lucan?
Not particularly.
50%.
So I'm not bad luck. I just got lucky. That makes sense.
Yeah. You're not bad luck, you just got lucky. There is no such thing as bad luck, Lucan. You're just either in the right place or you're not. You're prepared or you're not. Your head's in the right space or it's not. Now, you gonna have your head in the right space for the march tomorrow?
I mean, I get to hear people, so yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that, at least. Alright. Head's gonna be in the right space, you're gonna be pointed in the right direction.
Aye, aye, Captain. And he gives like a mock salute as he says that.
Good man, Volkar. And it's not Captain
I wouldn't
yet.
go that far. I'm not a good man yet. We both have progress.
Yeah, we both have progress to make then, huh? You're right. You show me yours tomorrow. Alright?
Yes, mother.
And she reaches out her hand to pull you up from the bed.
I am capable of standing on my own.
Just take my hand. Brother.
Fine. I reach out and take her hand and let her pull me up.
She pulls you in to a full hug. It is not very comfortable. She is wearing plate armor.
I'm just stuck still. Just, you know how I feel about these.
Yeah, I know how you say you feel. I also know you need one. I'm sorry you lost him. I'm sorry you lost someone else. I know it hurts. And it's okay that it hurts. And tomorrow, we get to hunt down the bastards who did this. You with me, Lucan?
I mean, I'll probably be with my team, but yeah, sure.
You know what I mean. You little shit. And you can
I'm
see the
taller
smile.
than you.
You can see the smile on her face as you look down at her.
Yes. I'm quite a little man. Does that make you tiny?
It's more about the size of the personality, Lucan.
I've got a pretty big ego.
Ego, not personality.
Some people
Just
say that.
because you think you're big, just because you think you're big doesn't make you big. It just makes
Yes,
you
I know.
delusional.
My head is still ringing from your demonstration of bigness.
That wasn't a demonstration of bigness. That was a demonstration of might. And you've never been much for might. Better at your
Well,
sneaking through the shadows, ain't you?
I mean, that is literally what you hired me for, so...
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. It's not a bad thing. It's just not what you're good at. That's why I ambushed you the way I did.
You know, I still don't remember most of that mission. Is that
Best you
normal
don't.
for head injuries?
Yes.
God, you're a crappy cleric.
And you're a crappy inquisitor. We make a good pair.
Or at least we used to.
Hey,
Actually,
there's always tomorrow. Get some rest. And she lets go of the hug, claps you on the back, and begins to move towards the door. Turns the handle halfway and then says, "On second thought," releases the handle and climbs back out the window.
yeah. Oh no! My god is leaving me!
You're not under lock and key anymore. The commander saw you out there in front of everyone. Who cares?
I was never under lock and key in the first place.
Well, your door's locked. And there is a key.
Yeah, that's just... Yeah, I know. I say pulling said key out of my pocket. It's my room!
Oh, well, I suppose Arcadia really didn't think that one through, huh? Well,
Does she ever?
every once in a while. Get some
Not
rest.
when it comes to me, she doesn't.
And she heads out the window. Do you get some rest?
Whatever little rest he can get. Like, Lucan will get up like 5 minutes before he has to be at the meeting.
Okay.
And
You've got time
usually
for a long
he gets
rest.
there in time. Yeah.
you've
Sweet,
got
because
time
I
for a
need
long
the
rest.
healing.
Yeah, everyone except Kane, who you said you were up all night gathering stuff? Or was that just you put the request in and then you woke up early to do it?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have spent. It's just a little bit of silver. I'm sure I could have told someone to get
Okay,
it to me or
gotcha.
just get it.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure. In that case, yeah. Everyone gets a long rest. And you all are gathered here 5 minutes before the meeting in front of the commander's office. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves for a little bit if you'd like.
So, you guys really excited about this? Because I feel horrible.
So you weren't here. They attacked the funeral.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I might be more angry about this. But we have to keep killing? Hasn't there been enough death?
They should have thought of that before they tried to kill all of us.
Sympathy for the witch only invites more incidents like this one, brother. We have to rid ourselves of the infection, or it will kill the host body.
Look, Greco. No one has had more doubts about the Inquisition than me. Right? Like, that. We know that. I liked hitting stuff, but I was never Darien. But after this, these are the ones that we took in, that we helped. If they're willing to do this, what about the others?
They were allowed their magics, and this is what happened.
Besides,
Isn't-
he said we're taking the tower. If they don't fight, no one has to die. It's their choice.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. If they're willing to fight at a funeral, why wouldn't they fight at us coming straight to their doors?
And you see the commander's door opens. Wonderful, you're all here. Come in. Entering the room, you see the commander is here. His second in command, someone you've not interacted with in this campaign, but the person who you primarily get your field missions from, Sir Milo, is here. Human man, brown hair, not super beefy, but definitely built. smiles around at all of you. And Arcadia, the quartermaster.
Well, if I can, I just go straight fucking behind her with that stealth roll. I don't know what her passive perception is.
I'm gonna say this is a empty room full of chairs, so to sneak in, the DC is a 30.
Ah, fuck, okay. Then I just appear last.
Still close,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I know, 28 though. And that was on a 19.
I
Need a
didn't
bit more
know it was
dexterity.
impossible for you to hit a DC 30, but
Yeah, it is.
like it's an empty stone room that just has chairs scattered around it. There's nothing for you to hide behind except maybe Kane.
See, this is why I need, like, invisibility.
That's heretic talk.
Eh.
No. Please be seated. And you see the three of them are sort of already arrayed in seats on one side of the room, and then there's enough seats for you to complete the circle.
Draco's gonna stand behind the seat.
I'm just gonna lean on the wall edgily, like usual.
Inquisitors Eddie and Valkar, I said, be seated.
Fine.
This is not a day for disobedience.
I sit down, but I do the spinny chair thing where I sit on it backwards.
You sit backwards.
I mean, mostly like the back of the chair's to my chest.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I
what you
mean-
mean.
Yeah. I do the Riker chair sit move. That he does. Oh god, I haven't watched Star Trek in a while.
Draco's gonna sit down, but he's not gonna look into his eyes.
That's fine. Does everyone else sit normally, or does everyone have a stunt? Because I would love to go
No.
through everyone else's stunts.
Elias just sits.
Yeah,
Elias
that's-
actively audibly groans when Lucan spins the chair and sits.
He never specified how to sit on the chair, just I had to. Loophole.
Are we to get our assignments for this momentous day, my lords?
Yes, you are.
Momentous, my ass.
Last eve, during the funeral, our senses picked up a scrying orb locked on the training yard. In response, I had my second in command here send a sorting party to scout out the tower. They have raised wards that encircle the building, allowing only one at a time to pass through from any side. What I need from the five of you is to sneak in and take those wards down.
How many
Evil
days
question.
has it been
Oh my
since
God.
we were there? That's out
Like
of
a day.
character.
It's been 2 days. This
Perfect.
this is the morning of the second day since you were there.
Okay.
Does anyone have a way to get 80 feet in the air?
Well, surely, Brother Kane.
I have wings.
Before you suggest that, how tall are the wards?
They encircle the entirety of the tower. All 70
So
feet.
there's no point flying in. It's circled. We just need to sneak in from behind.
If you flew in one by one, you certainly could.
The point is they're not going to have the inside of the hole as fortified as the front door. We have a hole on the the 12th floor?
Yeah, sorry, it's not 70 feet tall because it's 13 floors, and each of those is 10 feet. So it is
Yeah.
130
130.
feet. 140 with the secret attic.
But if Kane can get a rope up there, we can all climb in one at a time and then come at them from inside.
Unless they're prepared for that because they know it's a weak point.
I'm sure they have someone there, but it's surely not going to be as much as at the front gate where they expect the whole army to walk through.
My lords, do we have anybody inside, any intelligence as to where the locus for these wards might be?
We know where the locus of these wards should be. In order to power wards of these strength, they would have to be tapping into some artifact, and for this sort of spread, our allies in the Royal Magisters have told us it would need to be centered in the tower. You're looking at about the 7th floor, in the middle.
And
There should be an artifact of some great strength. We would like you to retrieve it, if at all possible. If not, destruction is allowed, but not preferred.
And what of the abomination? I've read your team's report. It seems like we still are lacking answers as to where the angel came from, what had happened to it. Could we expect more offenses against the Imperium?
With the mages,
Through
we
the
expect
little
anything.
questioning, we were able to do on the Songreave's corpse, it appears the abomination was summoned in, gated from the higher planes, killed, and then remade.
Disgusting.
Whatever control was
when
had over it seemed to be the Canton of Song, though. So I don't know that they could control another one if they were to try to make one, and I don't know if they could do it that quickly.
Yes, the beast's body has been carefully disposed of in such a way they should not be able to make use of it again, even should they find what scraps remain.
Welcome news.
Well,
Brothers,
let's
do you
hope
not
so.
see, and I'll turn to Greco and Lucan, do you not see what we're up against? The things they will do if left unchecked. I'm no friend of wholesale slaughter, but this group is clearly poisoned. I would see it stamped out for the good of the rest of us.
Who is this guy? Where'd you guys find this guy?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name's Quintus. It's really good to meet you. I've heard great things. Yeah, that's rude of me. You're right. That's on me. Nice to meet you.
Inquisitor Festa is one of my most trusted solo agents, with particular talents that lend well to this mission.
He's a
Okay.
cleric.
So he's a secret agent. Okay, I got it. All right, makes sense now.
Something
The
like
hell
that.
books have you been reading? We don't have secret
He is a
agents.
field agent in the same way that your group is, only I trust him to operate alone due to his stability and dedication to the cause. It is a shame I cannot say the same of you, Inquisitor Eddie.
I've been attached to your group in Darien's stead for the time being. I look forward to working with you, brother.
Right, cool. Anything else we need to know?
The mages are preparing strange and unusual magics that we were unaware they had access to. At our last count, there are perhaps 10 capable battle mages within the tower. Maybe 150 of what we would consider civilians, or would have considered civilians, before this latest aggression. And then, say, 140, 130 middling mages, those able to cast some cantrips and and a few of the higher valences.
So basically, everyone's a target.
Safe to assume collateral damage aside from the artifact is acceptable.
If the tower must burn, the tower must burn. And if they care not for the bodies within the flames, then neither shall I.
Well, clan, we know what we must do. Leave no one in
I
sight.
must you.
You'll march 15 minutes ahead of the main sorting party. Once we've arrived, we will amass around the gate to draw attention that your mission may go undetected.
Communications.
Be on the lookout for... You'll be able to communicate directly with me at any time with this. Any hands ascending stone to Elias.
We'll get it done, sir.
Oh, real quick, do we have a warrant? I'm just... No, all right. I thought maybe a bit of that. All right, well, and I'm going to start
Fucking warrant.
backing up.
Today we march to war, not to make an arrest.
Prisoners are acceptable, but not to be expected.
I know the five of you. And I know that you will do myself and my son proud this day. Dismissed. Muster is in an hour and a half. Be prepared to march. Arcadia speaks up. Sir, should we... They've heard what they need to have heard. Dismissed. Alright. Sir, do you need me for the next meeting? You may go, Arcadia. And she bustles out behind you.
I would like to stop her.
Yeah, I was about to say, the second the door closes, I'm fucking pulling a knife on her. She has information.
And I need it.
Put the
permission
damn
to kill
knife
people.
away. Put the damn knife away, Valkar. I'm here to help you.
Then tell us what you were going to say in there.
That's the plan, yes. I have a store of enchanted weaponry that we've had shipped down from one of the towers up north. It's been slowly stockpiling here as we send potions back. If you'd like to come and take a look, any piece I have is welcome to your hands. We may not
You're sure the
always
commander won't
agree.
miss them?
The commander won't miss them. I fear the commander's inability to forget ties of blood may be blinding him. He did not know what I was going to say, and did not let me speak nonetheless. But you are accounted for in the rationing of our enchanted weapons.
So you're not being a bitch for one.
Would you care for one? Who would care for one?
Lead the way.
All right. She leads the way down to the armory, back into a second back room. You see she's having to unlock every door with a different key. The second door, third door, fourth door. And you're here. You see racks and racks of gleaming steel and silver weapons. All right. Everything is enchanted with the lowest valence that a weapon can hold. Everything is a +1 weapon. There are silver weapons as well. Whatever you think you may need, you may take.
Everything is +1 and or silvered.
Yes. Everything is +1 or silvered. None of the weapons with silver on them are +1.
Got it. Yeah, I'll fully grab a +1 Warhammer.
All right.
See, I would, but I can't replace my short sword for reasons.
Couldn't you grab like a +1 dagger for your offhand though?
Oh, I grabbed two of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have
Look at my-
+1 fist.
Those I could get.
You have
The short sword.
+1 fists. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I have Eldritch Claw tattoo. My unarmed strikes are
Oh yeah,
+1.
yeah. You already have +1
yeah.
fists.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was about to say, if it
Greco,
counts
you
as a
grabbing
weapon,
anything?
you could get the rock.
Yeah.
What you grabbing, bud?
Greco's gonna go
Actually, what weapons can
for
I use?
what is it? Just the heaviest looking shillelagh item that I can turn into.
Okay, yeah, you can grab a +1 quarterstaff for sure.
Okay, cool.
All right, I can
So-
actually use ranged weapons, so I might grab a crossbow.
All right. I'm gonna say crossbow with bolts or 2 daggers for your +1.
Yeah, probably the crossbow. That makes more sense.
Thanks for telling me that it was called a quarterstaff because I've been using a crowbar as my shillelagh.
Hey, that works too.
Hell yeah. I'm picturing a druid lately, and it just turning into a crowbar.
I've been using a crowbar this whole
The
time.
last words you hear are for the Inquisition before the Half-Life 2 crowbar sound plays and smashes your skull open.
All right, and Kane, you grabbing anything?
Oh, I'm considering it. I mean, there's no reason. There's no reason not to. So I guess I'll grab a +1 great sword and readjust the cloth over to it.
I will let you know that the +1 greatsword. Did I have you give me a religion check for your ceremony? Because I meant to.
Oh, you did not. Let me
Give me
get
that religion
to you.
check. You're looking to beat a 20.
Oh, that's not
For
going to
now.
happen.
It's possible.
It's a 4.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No.
Then yeah, you can swap out your greatsword, no negative effect. When you run the cloth over it, you feel that warmth shed from.
Oh
its
no,
sword as well.
I just mean from the cloth from Darien. That's all I mean.
That's what I mean. When you run that
Okay.
cloth from Darien over, you feel that ceremonial blessing spread to this sword as well. You realize that you did not actually bless any of the metal on you, only only that which once was alive. It has that spark of fire in it.
Gotcha.
Is everyone ready, brothers?
Brother. I unfortunately have been ready my entire life.
Am I the only one who thinks it's going to be like a pretty good day? Am I crazy?
I don't think it's
Arcadia
gonna be a
speaks
bad
up.
day.
I think you're the only one who's not marching for, personal vengeance here, so that might be part of it.
Fair enough.
Although, and you see her, squint and start to think for a second. Festa. Aren't you, maybe you are fighting for personal vengeance. Aren't you the one who is always tagging along, tailing Inquisitor Stelshine's footsteps?
Oh, thank
His
you
little
so much for
admirer.
the weapons and the outfitting, Arcadia. Huge help, super cool. We'll send you an official requisition form. Goodbye, and I'll start leaving the room.
Oh, you don't need to send the form in. I've already filled out the forms for... And you guys begin to leave.
Fully sending the form in. I don't trust her.
She's a narc.
She's a narc, yeah. But she really believes in the Inquisition.
Fucking narc.
Imperius bless you all! And she snaps a salute off to your retreating backs.
I'll salute back. And now, do we still have like a ton of time?
Accurate.
He's not Iron Fist,
Uh,
he's Silver Fist.
You've got probably about an hour left until muster call. There will be a horn that sounds about 10 minutes before, so you'll have a warning.
Is everyone sure they're ready for this?
I'm never ready, but I'm also always ready, so let's just do it.
I have yet to be tested in your company, brothers, and I hope we're all up to this.
No need to question us.
Is he always
brother.
going to be this serious?
I don't know, but I suppose I should mention that he's not the only one this is kind of a test for. Commander may have talked to me last night and may have told me he wants to make me a squad leader, so I'm sure today's results are somewhat informative to that decision.
Right.
Well, congratulations, I suppose.
Meh, it should have been Darian.
Should have been.
Stay the fuck away from windows, you guys. Please.
I mean, my plan was for us to go in the window.
Well, as long as we just
Also,
make
just
sure
to be
it's
clear, it wasn't the
enter.
window that killed him.
Speaking of, we have rope, right?
No, it was the
We-
impact
we-
of the floor.
Right?
The
I have 50 feet of rope. Does someone else have rope?
As do I.
You
Yeah,
can
I'm
okay.
stock
sure
up
we
on
should-
rope. You can stock
Yeah.
up on rope.
Yeah, we should be good. We'll tie like 3 of them together so that it's long enough to hang from the window. And Kane, you're strong enough to hold until someone else gets up there, right?
Of course.
Alright, yeah, if we're still at the quartermaster's place, is there any potions for us?
Ooh.
You know,
Any
since
potions?
we don't have any.
If you want to turn around and go back to ask Arcadia for some potions, you absolutely can.
Cool. I'll go do that.
All right. Does anyone else in the group go with?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Wonderful. Lucan and Greco, you do a 180 turn, walk back up to the quartermaster's office. Doors closed, and you can hear Arcadia like organizing things so that the next group already has their stuff ready for them to take.
Hey, lady. Lady.
You just say, "Hey, lady," to the closed door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
yelling
just-
walks over, opens the door.
What?
I have a name
I just-
and a rank, Greco. You know both.
What's your name again?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Arcada?
Okay, maybe Arcadia. It's a family
Arcadia.
name.
Hey. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know, I was thinking about it, and I don't think we're very good at healing stuff. Do you got any potions or any, like, you know, anything that can make us, like, buffer?
Let me look around. Just go ahead and give me a d20 roll for me. Give me a little luck check.
Alright. D20. Here we go. Sorry, I have to get my clicky clacky rock dice out. That is a 7.
The weird thing is, I also rolled a 7.
Oh, it was a 7. It's destined to be.
Alright, you know, I've got a couple of healing potions that aren't already accounted for. I can assign those to your squad, yes. And you guys have 3 potions of greater healing.
Oh, lovely.
All right, sweet.
You can go ahead and just hold on to all 3 of them.
All right, okay, cool. That makes sense.
We'll pass them out when we get back to the crew.
Alright. And you head back to the group. 3 potions in store.
As they had stepped away, just so we're all being effective in using our time instead of Quintus, Elias, and I staring at each other, would it be possible to get a map of the town from the quartermaster?
I think you probably already have one.
Okay. In the meantime, then, borrowing some desk space
You
or
would know
wherever.
you would know the tower is set about a quarter mile outside of town, technically, just because people don't trust mages. They don't want them in the center of their city.
My goal of this is to check, are there any other buildings beside the tower, or is it just the tower?
The tower is there on the land within the gates of the tower. You see there is a little groundskeeper's hut. And there are a couple little storage sheds scattered around. And you can see the way they're laid out. They're actually at the 8 points of a compass. So there are 8 total buildings. The groundskeeper's shed at the northern point. And then storage sheds at each of the other points, like northeast, east, south, southeast, south, so on and so forth.
And nothing else in that quarter-mile gap?
No other buildings in that quarter-mile gap.
Okay, well, no rooftops to work off of then. It's a shame. Elias, what do you think is the best place to start at?
I'd say we get on
There
the
is
side
some
of the.
tree. There is some tree cover surrounding the east side of the tower, and the tower is directly east from the compound.
Yeah, I figured we'd use the trees for cover and get as close to the hole as possible so that you have to move exposed as little as possible, and then we can also follow.
At your command.
On that note, who's the lightest one here? It would be me or Lucan, right?
I don't know how much do you
Bird
weigh.
bones are pretty light.
That as well.
Don't forget your equipment as well.
I wonder if
It's probably
someone.
Elias.
I wonder if someone shouldn't hang onto the rope with you. Only one can go through the void at a time, but that's still somewhat quicker, so you're not completely alone if something is there.
Oh, we can try it. I should be able to manage.
Okay, so we'll set up the rope, and I will grab it halfway up, so that there's a good 70 feet between us. Hopefully that should be enough distance for the ward to not completely screw me, and if I fall, I fall.
If not, Greco will be able to catch you.
Yeah. Greco probably should be ready to go shortly after I go through, since Greco can fly as well. And then you two follow as soon as Kane is in the window. You can make your way in get to the rope as quickly as possible and get up, because we don't know what we'll be facing up there.
Once we get there, I have a method by which we could search for the power source for these wards. It's the same way I could tell the source of the attack at the funeral.
That's good. I do think we tried something like that when we were here before. And one thing, I don't think it's not worth trying, but there's a lot of magic here.
It's going to be where they want us to be the least. The most resistance will lead the way.
Ready when you all are. Any final questions for Darian?
And you hear that final warning horn. 10 minutes until March.
Ah, that's the 10-minute horn. I caught the tune, the tone of it.
Yeah, so exactly what the fuck are we all still standing here for?
Alright, Kane. Take off when you're ready.
Let's get to it.
All right. And we're going to take a little bit of a skip here. Only about 15 minutes of one as you begin marching. You muster at the front and are told by the commander, begin marching now. We'll catch up to you.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I suppose we'd be following Elias's lead, but
Yeah,
I
we're
would
moving.
assume. Yeah, are we doing like a formal march, like the columns behind us would
No.
be, or are we? Just
I
kind of
assume we
jogging our
will
way
for a
through?
little bit until we're out of sight, and then we'll probably just take off and get there. Because we don't know how long it's going to take us to get in or do anything, but they should be making enough noise that they shouldn't be too worried about us.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Like a group
Disadvantage if
stealth
you're
check?
not focusing. I'm going to trust you all to be honest here. Disadvantage if you're not focusing on stealth and you're just focusing on movement.
Okay, well, I have advantage. That's just the way it works.
It doesn't matter because Elias got a nat 1 for 7 anyways.
13 here.
Math.
All right, I'm going to go around one by one and get your stealths. All right, so we're going to start with Elias. That was 7.
Yep.
Right? Quintus?
13. Or sorry, 11.
Lucan?
22.
Greco?
11. That's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Right?
Kane.
Right?
13.
Okay. Yes, you got it.
Okay.
Everyone except Elias beat a 10. So that is a success with this massive army beginning to march behind you. And you are able to sneak back to the little wooded area to the east. And as you see the sun's rays rise, it does look like the tower has already caught a light almost, as these orange and red and yellow lights dapple it. You get the rope tied off on Kane. Elias, you cling to it, and it is go time. Kane, if you're trying to be sneaky as you fly through the air, I'm going to ask for another stealth check from you here. Flat.
You got it. 12.
12. All right. Elias, are you like holding the rope and following along on the ground, or are you like letting Kane fly you in?
I was letting Kane fly me in.
All right, you're going to work off of Kane's check then, but I will allow you to give the help action if you want to give Kane advantage.
Definitely.
Cool. So you can go ahead and roll that again, see if it's higher.
12. I rolled a natural 1. So we'll stay with the 12.
It is what it is.
You hear at first, like the first 30 feet of your flying, nothing. And then suddenly, you don't hear but see bolts of fire flying out at you. As up on the 6th floor of the tower, you can see heads begin to poke out of windows and... They're coming! They're coming! as firebolts are cast at you en masse. I'm going to roll some d20s here.
You got it.
Just a puff of feathers.
He hasn't started
Oof.
raging yet.
Okay, does... Alright, I'm going to start with the lowest one that I think might hit you. Does a 16 hit Kane?
No.
Does an 18 hit Kane?
Yes.
Okay. You take 3 hits from firebolts.
All right.
And you're going to take 25 fire damage.
You got it.
Elias, you pass unnoticed flying underneath at first. And Kane, you are able to make it halfway to the building with that damage. There will be another round of flying after this.
With the intention of being sneaky, would that prohibit the ability to have also been dashing as an action to get to 80 feet?
I presumed you were dashing with 80 feet. It's 160 feet from
Gotcha.
From where the ward begins to the window.
Gotcha.
Elias is gonna yell up, make sure to take care of yourself if it has to take 2 seconds longer to get there so you can avoid damage to it.
It's probably better just to get there faster, honestly. Otherwise, they'll just get another round of hits in.
That's fair.
All right. Quintus or Greco, this is at the end of Kane's turn. That is when you were instructed to enter. Do you want to go now that you see these firebolts flying up at Kane?
So I'm gonna cast. Am I able to cast spells right now?
Yeah, you can cast spells as an action. You just won't be able to dash. So you'll get 30 feet of movement instead of 60.
And if
And if
I'm
it's a bonus
flying,
action spell, then you can still dash. Your fly speed is still 30, so...
I thought my fly was 50, but oh no, that's my.
maybe
distance.
maybe
Is it?
maybe it
Yeah,
is.
I think my fly. I think my fly is 50.
Let me see if I can find your sheet here. I don't know if I have access to yours.
Flight speed 50 while not wearing medium or heavy armor.
Okay, then yeah, if you're not wearing medium or heavy armor, then you fly at 50.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just I guess I'm gonna try and be stealthy and fly through.
Okay. Being stealthy, you can either roll with disadvantage, or you can fly at full speed, or you can fly at half speed. So if you dash, you would get 50.
Let's do the dash and roll advantage. I'm feeling lucky.
It wouldn't be advantage; it would just be flat with a dash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just do
It's
that.
a disadvantage if you don't dash, essentially.
Yeah, we'll just do the dash then. Got you.
Okay,
Alright,
cool.
makes sense.
So you get 50 feet. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. I'll tell you the DC you're looking to beat right now is 16.
Ooh, that was a really bad one. I didn't even mean to click it on my thing. I was gonna hand roll it, but I got a 5.
If you were going to hand roll it, you can hand roll it.
I was gonna hand roll it, but I feel like that's
Yeah,
cheating.
you can do... No, that's not cheating. I accidentally click things all the time and ignore them.
Okay. Oh, it's not that much better. It's a 6.
Well, that's just the story the dice are trying to tell. Fortunately for you, Kane drew the majority of, fire incoming. So you're only going to have 3 bolts flying at you.
Okay, let's see.
Alright. We'll start with the lowest one that I think... Actually, these all might hit for you. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 just hits. My AC is 12.
Okay, then all 3 of these hit. You're going to take 15 fire damage.
Alright.
As they shout, "There's another one!" Quintus and Lucan, this is when you were told to dash. Who's going first?
Well,
Or are you still going now that you see fire flying?
Well, unless I'm going to climb the entire way, I don't think I have a way to match their speed.
Okay.
Because no one decided to pick us up.
Aren't you a rogue?
Yeah, I'm a rogue. That doesn't mean I can wall run like you.
I think what he's saying is you could get to the wall and wait for the rope to be there.
Yeah.
That I could do. It's just this noisy. So I guess I could stealth over to the wall, see if it
Okay.
lets me.
What's the plan for your action and bonus action? You dashing on both?
No, I'm just sneaking.
Okay.
So if I can
so
I
what is
sneak
your
and
movement?
dash?
You can sneak and dash. In fact,
Alright.
so sneaking drops your speed by 50% on, unless you want to roll with disadvantage on the stealth.
Alright. Well, my movement speed is 45, so half of that would be
Half rounded down would be 20.
20. Right. Okay. So yeah, how far away is the wall?
180 feet. Or 160.
Yeah, I'm dashing with both of them.
Alright. Are you going to take stealth at disadvantage still, or are you going to just take your
I mean,
60 feet
if
of
I'm
movement?
just yeah, screw it. I'll roll at disadvantage because if I'm trying to be quiet, then my boots would kick in, correct? Which would then make it a straight roll.
Your boots would kick in for quietness, but they wouldn't. Your boots would kick in for quietness, but this is more about not being spotted. I don't know if I'd say that boots of elvenkind would apply. I'm gonna say there's enough noise that sure they'll apply. Yeah, it's a straight roll.
Alright, yeah, cool. I'll just roll a straight check. Oh, thank fuck. 23. I love
23?
my +9.
You lock on to where you're running to, and in a full sprint dash, get within 25 feet. You are 25 feet away from the wall, unspotted.
Alright, cool. I
Quintus.
don't have anything else I can do.
Especially now that he's in the back of the group and everyone else is focusing on the fireballs, Quintus is going to make
Fire bolts. I want to make
Oh,
it very
bolts,
clear.
I'm
These are
sorry,
cantrips.
bolts.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are not fireballs being thrown at you. These are cantrips.
Okay, good. Yeah, but with everyone else's attention focused there, Quintus is going to use his action to cast Thaumaturgy, and I just want to make a bright flashing light 30 feet away from us just to try and distract attention as I make a break for the wall. I'm going to use one of my bonus action dashes from the circlet
Okay.
to try and get there, yeah.
All right. Any stealth, or are you just running?
Can I still I can still dash if I'm stealthing with
Yeah,
disadvantage?
you can still dash. It's just disadvantage.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that like double disadvantage because he's wearing plate armor?
With the disadvantage, that's a nat 1. I'll remind you of that brilliantly used thaumaturgy.
You will remind me of that, and I'm going to apply it to the rest of your team, who are the ones up in the air, who would be like helped by that.
Super fair, yeah.
That's who that's going to help. It's going to give automatic advantage, canceling out a disadvantage next turn for them, because that was a beautifully played move. You're
Well-
spotted
Fair enough.
as that bright flare of light. It is not quite a burst yet, but just that bright spot of light leaves you to go flash up in the sky. You're spotted at the tree line. There's only 2 people left with readied actions. $16 doesn't hit you.
Doesn't.
All right, neither of these firebolts hits you in any impactful way as they both bounce off of your armor, just warming it slightly, but you are already warm. It doesn't change anything for you. Imperius's light guides you, and fire shall not burn you.
Hell yeah.
You do not have immunity to fire damage, that's just flavor.
No, I know,
Yeah, this
but,
won't hurt you.
but Quintus is saying that to himself as he runs for sure.
Who's up? Nice.
And you get 60 feet out. Right? You only have a 30 movement?
Yep, that's right. That's my turn.
Yeah, and you used your action to thaumaturgy. So that's your turn. You've still got 100 feet to go to get to the wall. At the end of your turn, all of their turns were fresh.
Oh,
We've got-
God.
We've got 4 more firebolts flying at Kane. What's your AC, Kane?
18.
18. One of those hits. For 8 points of fire damage.
You got it?
We've got 2 headed at Elias. AC Elias.
15. 15.
Alright. One of those hits. 10 points of fire damage.
By the way, did I miss what the blessing was? Was it like bless?
The blessing that you didn't go get the blessing.
Oh, my bad. I thought me and Greco got it when we went to the training yard. That's my fault.
No, maybe I
Okay.
missed something, but I don't think you went.
We
off to
didn't
go meet with the
specify, no.
clerics. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have needed to specify.
Yeah, no
How
worries.
to run the scene. The blessing is essentially also just ceremony against your bodies being raised as undead within the next 7 days.
Ah, okay.
Preemptive funeral.
That's
Uh,
savage.
Kane and Darian got a little something extra from it since they were blessed with a relic. Or, not Darian, Quintus. My bad.
All good.
But I'm not going to reveal what that was until it comes up. If it comes up. We've got 2 more being targeted at Quintus. Neither of those hits. I know your AC is at least 18 because of plate armor. We've got none being targeted at Lucan. And then we've got 2 more being targeted at Greco. 1 hits. For 10 more fire damage. These D10s are out for you tonight, gang. And that is the mage's turn. As you see this unmasked firebolt, like, storm rain down upon your group. Top of the order, Elias.
Oh, I thought Kane was first.
Or Kane. Yeah, you're my bad. You're just at the top of my screen, so I forgot.
I mean, we're clear, so I'm just going to get there now if they've all shot their shot.
They've all burned their juice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to get there, get the rope steady.
All right, you dash on up there, steady the rope, and it is Elias's turn with the
Well,
steady the rope.
Where are we? Where am I landing particularly? Am I busting through a window?
you-
Am I at the roof?
So Elias instructed you to go for the window that was broken by Darian's
Gotcha.
death jump.
Yeah, they haven't had time to fix it. It's only been 2 days. Free entry
No new
point.
stained glass. Actually, I will say you see some wooden planks boarding it up. You can give me an athletics check. No action required to try to knock them away. And if you burn your bonus action, I'll give you advantage.
I will have a 15 and then my D4 that I remembered I can add to my ability checks from my self-ceremony for a 19.
19, that'll do it. You just shoulder through these boards. They are not they are clearly not like anchored in, just almost like taped down rather than nailed into the stone wall, which makes sense.
Cool.
And you burst into a room where you see a familiar face. Well, maybe not a familiar face to you, because you got called away. But a face you've definitely seen before. That of the cannon reeve and 6 armed guards.
I can't do anything else besides draw my great sword, stare them down silently, and use my bonus action to go into a rage, which brings
Hell
a
yeah.
flock of my ancestors as spectral guardians around my body as I prepare to hold the rope and hold the line.
As a line of Ventars stretching back thousands of years surrounds you. Your great sword drawn, you plant yourself on the ground, ready to let your teammates crawl up behind you. Sword drawn. Elias.
Yeah, I'm gonna movement up the rope in.
I'm gonna say yeah, if you want to be like 30 feet down the rope, so it's just your movement to get in, absolutely.
Sure, I have 45 of movement, but yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Monk things, yeah. I am
Yeah,
then.
you can, however far you want to be down the rope, you can be. It just has to be over 20 feet for the separation between you and Kate.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm okay with it being like 40 feet and I just get in the room, because I'm going to bonus action activate my claws, giving me a 15-foot range, and I would like to throw some punches at the closest person.
Closest person is probably the cannon reeve.
Beautiful. He's eaten 2 of them.
Alright, give me those attack rolls.
Nat 1,
Not gonna hit.
15.
15 will hit.
Okay. So he's gonna take this, which is 7
15,
damage.
And actually 15 hits through the shield he throws up.
Ooh, okay. Someone didn't cast mage armor today.
That's embarrassing.
That's
embarrassing.
Someone only knows one defensive spell.
Someone has my philosophy. So he takes 7 bludgeoning damage, and he's gonna take an extra 1 force damage from the claws.
Alright. Bloodied. Immediately. Grumbleham, I promise, we can solve this peacefully, he says with a broken nose.
Good, then you're gonna
I
take
don't
us to
want-
the artifact.
What artifact?
And-
I don't want all this. That's why they have me under guard.
Unfortunately for him, he tried this last time.
And to be fair,
you
last
see-
time he was mind controlled.
Yeah, last
That's
time he
true.
was 100% on your side until the mind control happened.
Yeah, this poor guy.
Well, that's my turn anyways, so I can't
Yeah.
do anything else here. But yeah, I say then we're gonna deal with them, and you're gonna take us to the artifact.
Alright. End of your turn, it's going to pass to Reiko. Reiko, you are flying in. I believe you're only 50 feet in, so you're still 110 feet from the wall. Did you dash? I
Lovely.
can't remember.
I did dash.
Okay, in that case I lied. Or you dashed and stealthed without disadvantage, right? Okay, so you are
Yes.
110 feet out from the wall. That's what it was. Okay, you've got 110 feet to get to the wall, and you have, with a dash, 100 feet of movement.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, is I'm gonna do my dash.
Alright, you get up, you're 10 feet from the wall. I'm going to say you're even 10 feet from the window. Like, next turn you'll be able to fly straight in.
Perfect. And I'm pretty sure that's literally all I can do, so.
Unless you got any bonus actions.
Not much for me over here.
Okay. Lucan.
Is there a rope hanging in front of me?
There is a rope hanging about... What would that be? 25 feet in front of you?
Right, okay, I will just... Instead of stealthing the rest of the way, I just run to the fucking rope and start climbing.
Alright. You dash in and out to get up the rope?
Yeah, I'll use both my action and my bonus action dash to get as high as I can as fast as possible.
Okay, so that'll give you 135 feet of movement, 25, 110. You are... What would that
What,
be?
25 feet?
You are, 10 feet below the window.
Alright, cool. I don't think I can do anything else.
Sorry, 15 feet. 15 feet below the window.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
With a full turn of dashing.
I don't think I've got anything else.
Anything else? Do you have any free actions that you want to use or any object interactions you want to do to get ready?
Not right now, no.
Okay. End of your turn, it goes to Quintus, who is at 60 feet traveled, 100 feet from the wall.
Gonna take another dash, head towards it. None of
Alright,
my spells are really.
Are you using another bonus action dash, or are you using a regular action dash, or both?
No, just a regular. Can I use more than one dash in the turn?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what Lucan just did.
Oh, I
Dash
thought that
is
was
an action
like a
and dash
class
is a
thing
bonus
for
action.
him. Oh, sick.
No.
And yeah, I would love to do that.
So you can take, if you are able to take the dash action with any kind of action, you can do it as many times as you can.
Cool. Okay, then yeah, for sure. I'll take I'll dash as an action and as a bonus action.
Alright, 90 feet gets you to within 10 feet of the wall. And gets you ready to run up and grab that rope and start climbing next turn.
Cool.
Alright. And that is the end of your round. Still outside, we have Graco, Lucan, and Quintus. Go ahead and each of you roll me a d4 quick.
A 1.
Everyone outside or all of us?
The ones outside. My bottom row.
2 for Quintus.
One for Graco, 1 for Lucan, 2 for Quintus. Alright. So Graco and Lucan, you're going to take 3 shots each. Quintus, you're going to take 2. Lucan, Graco, who wants to take the first set of rolls?
I'll do it, I suppose.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you, I know right now all 3 of those are hits on you. One of them was a crit.
Oh, okay. Yay!
I rolled a 1, a 2, a 10, and an 8 on our damage dice here.
Nice.
So that is 21 fire damage to Lucan as these bolts slam into your side and set you alight.
I can't use, like, dodge for that, can I? I'm climbing.
You can uncanny dodge for one of them with your reaction.
Okay, cool. I'll uncanny dodge the 10. But
All right.
16.
I'll let you know the 10 was on the 10 was on the crit,
Oh, thank fuck.
and the crit was a total of 12 damage. So reduce that by 6. You took 15.
Oh, wait, okay. That's better. That's a lot better.
All right. 3 heading Graco's way.
S- Actually,
None
go
of
ahead,
those
Fish.
hit. None of those hit you. And 2 heading Quintus's way. One of those is crit, one of those is miss.
All right.
Quintus, you're going to take 17 points of fire damage
Okay.
as everyone peering out the windows unloads another volley of fire bolts at you.
How far away from us are they?
They're on the 6th floor, so for you, they're about 60 feet up, 10 feet out.
Okay.
We'll say 55 feet away total, actually, because you're tall-ish.
Okay.
You are of a height.
I'll take that.
And their windows are obviously open, so they can peer out and shoot at you.
Mhm.
All right, top of the order, Kane. You've just seen Elias punch the cannon reeve twice with... How do you picture your Eldritch Claw punches? Do your arms stretch, or does something come off of your arms? to hit them?
No, I actually picture it that, like, the tattoo allows him to punch with such force that it actively creates, like, a shockwave out to 15 feet.
Gotcha. You're doing like a Detroit smash on this bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Has everybody grabbed onto the rope? We're still missing Quintus, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Yes,
on
you're
that.
still missing Quintus.
How much slack is there on the rope at the bottom? Any at all?
There's about 20 feet of slack.
20 feet of slack, and I'm only 15 feet from the guards?
Yes.
Perfect.
No, I'd say you're exactly 20 feet from the guards.
Okay, so me going to
15
hit
feet
people...
From the cannon reeve.
Me going to hit people isn't going to inhibit anyone from...
Correct.
Perfect. And this also pulls Lucan into the window, I believe. Because
Uh-huh.
I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'll do my first swing at the cannon reeve. I am going to both reckless attack to have advantage on both my attacks this turn. As well as at the cannon reeve on this first swing, I will use Great Weapon Master and take the -5.
Give me that roll at advantage.
Okay, 19 on the first roll, and
That'll
a 6
hit
on the
the cannon
second,
reeve
so
for sure.
yeah, 22 to hit, for a total of 26 damage.
Cannon reeve's dead. Sorry, dropped, not dead.
Alright, I will then take my second attack on the next closest guard. I think we'll do the Great Weapon Master again.
Alright. Give me that attack roll.
That will be a 13 to hit.
13 will not hit.
That's alright. I have killed someone this turn, so I can use my bonus action to make an attack thanks to Great Weapon Master. So I will make one more attack against the same guard.
Cool.
We'll keep using Great Weapon Master with
Don't forget
advantage.
reckless attack applies to this too, yeah.
Yep. So 15 on the
I
first
keep reminding you
roll.
of things like you're one of my usual players when I make you know these things.
It is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
18 to hit. This will be 2d6 plus 17 for a total of 28 damage.
Drops.
I have used all my attacks by moving all the way in. I think I have pulled Lucan through the window.
Yeah, you pulled Lucan up and into the window. He's about 5 feet inside.
And Quintus can still grab the rope, but I think I have a little more movement, but I think I'm just going to stay right where I am and
cool.
call it my turn.
All right, Elias, you're up.
Elias is gonna step like 5 feet forward and over to the side, and he is going to unleash. He's gonna make one attack at 4 of the 5 remaining guards using Flurry of Blows.
Okay, cool. So you're going to make one attack at each.
Yep. So first one Is a 12 doesn't hit?
Does not hit, no.
18 hits
18 hits.
for 9 plus 6 force.
All right, 15 damage. Nice. Still up.
Third one, 25.
Sorry, what was that for the third one?
25
That'll hit.
for 7 plus 4 force. And the
Alright.
last one is an 18. So
Hits.
that is 10 plus 1 force.
All right. A healthy amount of damage spread out to all of these guards, but none go down.
And that is my turn.
All right, Graco. You're
All right.
hovering 10 feet outside the window.
Okay, so what I want to do is get into the window, obviously. Let me see here. I wanted to Nope, we can't do that as a bonus action. Never mind.
have a
Yeah, I'm
bonus
gonna go ahead.
action.
Yeah, but it's not the thing I wanted to do isn't available as a bonus action. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skibbity pop my butt into that window.
All right, you fly into the window. You've got 30 feet of flying left.
And then
And you've got your action and bonus action.
I got my action, which is going to be actually okay. So my question here is, who is the lowest on health? Because I want to try and
Probably
One of
me.
the guards is looking bloodied.
okay. So
But
I'm
the
gonna go
cannon-
ahead.
But the cannon reeve is looking lowest on health because he's on the ground dying.
Okay,
Yes.
and we
Yes, he
don't like
is.
that guy. So
Come on, let me kill it.
Come on.
Send a message.
Um. I'm going to cast. I think just a cure wounds on somebody in our group. I'm pretty low.
Cast it
I
on
think-
yourself then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have 15. Is anybody in the group lower than I am right now?
No.
I mean, you saw Kane get hit like 3 times, but you know he's tough as shit.
You're the only. You took more blows than anybody else for sure.
All right,
Just
then
mathematically.
I'm gonna cast a cure wounds on myself because I am pretty fucking squishy too.
Cool. You doing it first level, second level, third?
It's a first level cure wounds,
Okay,
so it's
cool.
just 9 healing.
Nice.
All right, 9 healing, and then
You muted.
let's see. I think that's actually it because my bonus actions don't really do anything for me or
Also,
anybody.
you could get your shillelagh up if you wanted.
All right, yeah, we'll just pull it out. That way it's readied.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
All right. Cool. End of your turn goes to Lucan. Lucan, you have been yanked up into the room by Kane running forward with the rope tied to him.
I will take a minute to look around before getting to my feet, and then just flipping Kane off as I walk over to the cannon reeve. I know he's I play otherwise know he's down, but how badly beaten does this guy look?
He looks like he's choking on his own blood.
All right, cool. I will help him with that by standing on his throat.
All right. Cool. You doing 2 attacks?
I mean, I was just hoping to press down until he stops breathing.
Are you doing 2 attacks?
I suppose. Yeah. Does that count as an attack?
All right. So you can do action attack, bonus action attack, and that'll kill him. Every melee attack is 2 failed death saves.
All right. Yeah. Cool. I'll do that.
All right. So you kneel down and crush his throat beneath you, and he dies.
Crush his larynx.
I don't think
And
I'm strong
as
enough for that. I'm just squeezing.
You don't need to be strong to crush a larynx. You just need to apply pressure with your knee.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I can do that.
As he looks up at you as he chokes beneath your knee. Velka, please. Please.
Grab his dick and twist it.
And he's dead. And that's your action, bonus action, and 10 feet of your movement.
Yeah. I get up, like stand up again, spit on him, and then turn my attention to everyone else in the room. Who else wants to get fucked up today? And just unsheath my daggers, because I don't think I can do anything else on my turn.
All right. Quintus.
Well, seeing Lucan jump onto the rope and immediately get it lit up with fire bolts, I have no choice but to do the same. I'll use my 3rd bonus dash.
Bonus
and I'll
dash.
dash. Yeah, and I'll dash twice trying to get up the rope.
All right, that gets you 90 feet. You are 30 feet from the entrance.
Okay. I'm also at this point yelling, "Pull me up! Pull me up!"
All right. End of your turn. Do we want to do outside enemies or inside enemies first?
Let's do outside. I need to know if Lucan or if Quintus is about to fall to his death from the same window.
I mean,
Yeah, good move.
How many clerics
Good idea.
can die out of the same window in the
Paladin.
party by the same player?
Yeah,
Oh,
hey,
excuse
they're both
me.
paladins.
How many
holy
I'm sorry.
people?
I'm so used to Drew playing people with like religious trauma. I just assume they're clerics at this point.
All right,
It won't
so we
matter.
got
We'll see if he
Maybe
lives.
that is fair. Paladins
got
don't have to be religious.
10 firebolts heading Quintus's way.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I think he
You're
might
the
die
only ones-
again.
You're the
Pull
only
me up,
one
pull me up,
still
pull me up.
outside.
Wait, hold on. He's against the wall and on the rope at this point.
Which is why I'm giving them disadvantage.
Okay, I was gonna say.
They all somehow still hit.
They're just throwing. They just have their hands out the windows and they're just,
yeah, they're
they're just
shouting at me.
casting. They're blind
You need a
firing firebolts.
concentration check to hold the rope.
Oh, it's tied around me. It's like tied around my.
Not
waist.
No,
you.
Oh,
by him.
Oh, him. Lol.
Yeah,
All right.
valid point. I should probably make
So,
Make a
of the
strength
first
check.
5, 3 do not hit. So we've got 2 hits so far. Keep track of that for me.
2 hits.
Because I'm having to roll 20 d20s to keep track of to do this.
You could skip a couple. You could skip like 1 or 2. That's all right.
No, I
We've got 3 more hits, and one of those is a crit with
That's fine.
disadvantage.
That's no.
You roll
Want me to show you?
20.
I will
Chip is
pull up the
canceled.
game log. I
Chip
will
is
pull up the game
canceled.
log.
No matter
Take
what else
screenshots
happens
to
today,
share it with
we
you.
need to level the tower with this window. This window is clearly under a heavy curse.
So that's going to be a total of 6d10 fire damage heading your way, if I'm correct, right? 3 hits and a crit. 3
yep,
hits, 1
yep.
a crit, plus 2 hits.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
5
right.
hits
Yeah.
plus a crit.
5 hits.
At least
1
they're
crit.
all low-level casters.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not 4 hits and a crit. It's
Can-
At least they're not.
Hands
At
up.
least they're not each 3d10.
Yeah, 4 hits and a crit.
The
Yeah,
camera
so-
pans over, and one of the
yeah,
wizards is just
60, yeah.
jacked.
36 damage.
Okay,
That's
Okay.
that's nothing. That's nothing.
I can eat
That's
that.
nothing.
You lay on hands.
Yep, I'm gonna need all of them.
Quintus, touch yourself, brother.
Touch yourself. Vigorously,
Pull me up
brother.
so I can touch myself. You just look down, you just see the armor is smoking.
The fuck is with this guy? He wants to touch
They
himself
might
in
as well
battle.
have cast heat metal.
Now we're gonna move.
That probably would have done a
to
lot
the
more damage.
inside. We're gonna move to the
Inside.
inside, where there are still 5 battle mages standing, or at least armored mages of some sort. One of them looks to the rest. Masked fire, take down the barbarian.
Good luck with that.
4 of them, I'm sorry, are going to cast firebolts at you. Kane.
Yep.
Uh, 1 doesn't hit. 10 doesn't hit. 14 doesn't hit. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Alright, so you're going to take a d10 of damage. 8. But you're in a rage, so...
Doesn't
not
matter.
half
I'm
for
not.
you, right?
I'm not totem. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 fire damage.
And then you see the 5th one gestures with a hand and coalesces multiple motes of fire and sends them blazing out. Oh, we lost Graco again. Are they back in the back chat? Let's see.
I think so.
There we go.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Cheers to everyone.
Hi.
Alright. And the last one is going to cast a Scorching Ray, targeting yourself, Elias, Graco, and Lucan.
Yay.
Okay.
Maybe you guys had a point. We should leave these guys the fuck alone.
What order did I say those in? You, Elias, Graco, Lucan?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. So that is a miss on you, crit on Elias,
Bring it.
miss on Graco, hit on Lucan.
Alright, cool. I will
Wait,
dodge
4 rays? Oh.
Yeah, they upcast
Sorry.
it.
What was that, Elias?
I said 4 rays.
Yeah. Upcasts. They're
Oof.
goofy. Also embarrassing. Their head guy only has shield, and it doesn't protect him from a 12. They're upcasting Scorching Ray.
It didn't protect him from a 15.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Even
but
that's
that's
still
still-
embarrassing. That's still an embarrassing number.
Yeah, he has no deck. Well, he's...
No dex.
Straight up said, I'm not with them.
Yeah,
And
like,
2,
he
he's
didn't
the-
want to fight, also.
Like,
Also,
I
as
always
know.
as a
the cannon read.
statistical sorcerer player, I know the feels.
So how much damage are our fellows being pummeled with?
Yeah.
That is going to be 17 damage to Elias
Oof.
from the crit.
Yep.
9 damage to Lucan.
I am going to use my reaction. I will use Spirit Shield on Elias. While I am raging and another creature within me, within 30 feet of me takes damage, I can use my reaction to reduce it by 2d6.
Ooh.
Give me that
and
2d6.
So
And I will
a wave of my lineage goes over to protect you and blocks 5 of the damage.
Nice.
Upcast. You up. Sometimes
Upcast,
there's
bump
back
you
chat
up.
things that I wish were comments so I could present them.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, yeah, but this is also being broadcast live, and we swear a lot. So,
Yeah, RKD's nuts is the only thing I would allow to leave the back chat.
Yeah.
Out of everything.
That was a good one.
we can always do it later. Right, what's half of 9?
You're
5
halving,
or
so
4?
4.
Yeah.
4, always round down.
We round down in this house.
Except there's one exception. I don't remember what it is.
I don't
Sometimes
remember
why.
either.
Is it when you're healing or whatever?
I think it has
No.
to do with hit dice.
I think so too, but I don't recall. and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when I do remember, because I always remember in the moment with that one. I'm like, but this is where we round up. It's calculating average HP. You round up every other level.
Huh. Luckily, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that here. We do max HP. Because I want you all to die knowing that there's nothing you could have done about it.
Yes, damn right that fucking isn't.
Watch me.
But yeah, you take mass fire. Particularly Kane, but all of you take some fire shooting at you, either dodging it or tanking it. Actually, I think the two people who didn't get hit would have had to dodge. You don't wear any sort of protective armor. And it is top of the order. Kane.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, which is hit people with big stick. In lieu of like having to move to pull up the rope, as I take my 3 swings at however many people it ends up being if I hit and kill people, I want to incorporate some spins to have the rope wrap around me a little bit more to help pull Quintus up while we're doing this to get him taken care of.
Okay. I'm gonna say give me an athletics as an object interaction.
Sure
For every
thing.
for every 5 you get above 10, you can pull Quintus up another 5 feet.
I will roll that with advantage as I am raging.
Cool.
Dirty 20 on the first. 23 on the second.
Okay. So you pull Quintus up 15 feet with your initial 5 at 10, 5 at 15, and then 5 at 20.
You got it.
I believe gets Quintus
Yeah,
into the
he's
room.
in because he was 10 feet below, so he's 5 feet in. As I'll do
You're
my
5
first
feet into the
swing.
room, Quintus.
I'm just gonna keep doing reckless, great weapon. So
Alright,
we'll
cool.
have. I'll do this on the first guard that I had hit before. I believe the 13 misses.
That does.
That's all right. We'll do it again. That is a natural 20
That'll do.
to
Was
crit.
that your advantage roll, or was that your second attack?
That was my second attack.
Okay.
I rolled I think it was like a 8 and then a 10 to have the 13. So now this will be, so it's just double damage or double dice? Remind me.
Dice.
Double dice.
Double
Okay.
dice.
So I will roll my first.
I mostly use rules as written here because it's just easier
Gotcha.
for me to refer back to.
Always good to check.
There are
With
some things that we change
46 plus
because-
17 for 30 damage.
Dead. He's dead.
All right. I will now
Actually,
use.
wait. This is the first guy you attacked last time?
Yeah.
Full dead, actually.
Fantastic. I will now turn to the next man, and since I killed something, Great Weapon Master bonus action attack. 21 to hit.
Oh, Lord.
That'll do.
21 to hit for 2d6 plus 17. 27 damage.
That'll take him down. It won't kill him outright, but it'll take him down. Or no, I'm sorry. He's taken damage from Elias last turn, which was over 10. Full dead.
We're all in here now, right?
Yeah.
You're all in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't have to worry about the rope anymore. I think as in lieu with that last swing after my ballerina act, as I cleave through this person that was already weakened, I'll also cut the rope.
All right, cool. Absolutely. I'll give you that for free.
Burn the boats. And that's it.
Elias, you're up.
So we got what? 3 up?
3 up, yes.
Cool. We won't flurry of blows. We'll just one attack at each of them.
All right, cool. No key points needed to spend.
Correct.
You can make your first 2 attacks and then decide if you want to flurry, by the way.
Okay. 23 on the first. So that's gonna be 11 plus 2 force.
All right. Down.
Second person. It's a dirty 20
Hits.
for 9 plus 3 force. And the last
9 plus
one.
3 is 12, down.
Last one's a 9 and misses. And we're still not
Misses,
gonna
okay.
flurry. Yeah, we're gonna save some key points. Monk things.
Okay, cool. Alright, up next is Greco. Unless you have something else.
Oh, he's dead. No point stabilizing. Never mind. Yeah, nothing to do.
Yeah, Cannon Reeve's dead.
Yep.
Cannon Reeve could be revivified for the next 10 rounds.
That's a big commitment.
So there's how many are still up? Just are the 3 still up? You hit
1.
1 is up. Okay, I thought so. All right. Well, I'm gonna ice knife at that guy.
Alright, go ahead and give me that attack roll.
That's a 10.
It's a 10. That misses.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you're a little bit fortunate that missed because the backlash would have hit Kane.
Oh, that's not good. All right. And am I close enough to go in as a bonus action with my shillelagh?
So you cannot attack with Shillelagh as a bonus action. Shillelagh is a bonus action to cast, and then you make attacks with your action with it.
Oh, gotcha.
Doesn't Ice Knife burst either way, hit or miss?
I think Ice Knife only bursts on a hit. I'll double check, but that's how we're going to rule it in this moment.
Gotcha.
If it's cast again this session, I reserve the right to be wrong and change it this session.
Yeah. I'm opening the opportunity for you to hit me with damage, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, it is hit. I've already found it. Hit or miss, shard then explodes. Target in each
Yeah.
creature within 5 feet must... Give me that dex save, Kane. It took
You
me
got
5
it.
seconds to look up.
I can see it.
Wait, can I?
So Danger Sense gives me advantage on the dex save.
Yes.
That's a natural 20 for the dex save.
Nice.
Passes. They also pass. So you don't need to roll extra damage for that because no one's taking it.
Okay.
I tried, cousin brother.
Thanks,
I
brother,
tried.
cousin, brother. Uncle, cousin, brother. Thank you.
Also Reverend. Also
Where
Reverend.
are we? Fucking Arkansas?
Where am I? Yes.
Brother, cousin.
Where?
Is that
We're
Sweet
in-
Home Alabama they're playing on the Mage radio?
Hey,
Be good, I'll get your sister mother on it.
Watch it. I picked Arkansas for a reason, okay? And it's because I didn't want to disgrace Alabama.
Oh, I'm a Georgia fan. I'll disgrace Alabama every day. What are
Roll
you
Tide,
talking
brother.
about? Oh, that's
Roll
a shame.
Tide.
That's a shame. Your mages are dying. Your mages are dying.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Lucan, you're up. One left standing.
How far away from me is he?
15 feet.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, you walked up to the douchebag, Cannon Reeve. 5 feet.
Yeah.
5 feet between you and him. You can step into a space adjacent to him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and attempt to just stab him. Because, you know, that's my whole No, my dagger.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
I don't... What the fuck is math? 8 plus 7? 15.
15 will
Does
not
that
hit.
hit? Oh, fuck. Okay. Luckily, I have another one. So I'll use that one.
With your bonus action? Sure. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yes. Well, that's a natural 13 plus 7 for a dirty 20. Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Alright, cool. 1d4 plus 4.
Plus
Actually,
your
no,
sneak
this is my
attack
bonus
because
action.
Kane isn't within 5 feet.
Ooh. My sneak attack is 3d6. 2. $17 damage.
Down.
Okay, cool.
You have cleared this room. And as you watch this last guard drop and the blood seep out of them, you can see the blood is all pouring down the slightly slanted floors of the tower over to the floor-length window you came in through, and drip, drip, dripping down the side. Seven bodies in this room. 7 sets of lifeblood seeping out this formerly stained glass window. And that is where we're going to close this session of Delving Beyond Brotherhood. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I've had a great time. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've had a great time, and that's why I run these things.
Oh yeah.
Nothing gets
Oh,
me
yeah,
in the holiday
definitely.
spirit like murdering mages.
Yeah, killing them all.
That's what Christmas is
I've
about.
been your GM Chipper. With me tonight, as always, I have Riley playing Ken Ventar, Don playing Elias Grumblehelm, Destiny playing Graco Eddie, Kevin playing Lucan Valkar, and Drew playing Quintus Fesker. Come check two-thirds of us out on Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. when we play a different group of murderous bastards with myself, Riley, Drew, and Don as we explore the world of concentricity in Predator and Prey. Prey and Predator, I don't remember which order I put the P words in, which is probably a bad sign for my own show. But we will be here, we'll be somewhat queer. And I will have joint pain that is moderate to severe.
Yes, love it. Same.
Thanks for joining us, gang. Hope you have a great night. Thank you to all those watching. Thank you to those who played with me. Bye.
Later.
Bye.